They say that Ali is having the Missy. I thought Ali was going to, going to leave.
With this vaccine, I don't think we would have gone through that chance of losing him at that weekend.
Hi, my name is Vincent.
Hi, I'm Lanaya. Our son was among the first few kids diagnosed with MIS-C in Singapore.
Hi, my name is Azmi. This is my wife Marilyn, and this is my child Ali. He looks fine now, but he is the third child in Singapore to have contracted with Missy.
Way back September, Ali falls sick with COVID. Then after 3 weeks, we all recovered from that. He falls sick again, fever, high fever. November 1, I asked them to go KKH already lah, because the fever never go down.
4 days later, from the very first day of high fever, he started to not want to eat, started not wanting to drink. He was very lethargic. He's a very, very active boy. And that kind of triggered our instinct to bring him into the A&E immediately. First, when we knew that it might not be a HFMD, but likely a Kawasaki disease, it was really a shock, because Kawasaki disease itself is already quite rare. Then thankfully that they did a serology test and found out that he actually had COVID before. And that was, to our surprise, we were not aware of that.
During the time when Ali was sent up to high density ward, actually I don't know what's happening over there, but it's actually overwhelming. Then after the doctor told me that Ali had to rush down to an ICU, I was shocked and I don't know actually what to do. They say that Ali is having the Missy, then they have to send him to NICU for more or further tests. And it was too fast. They put him to sleep for them to get the bigger beans, and Ali was, he was shouting. I thought Ali was going to, going to leave.
You can hear that he's not breathing normally. It's something that which any parents out there wouldn't want to go through. Every day he would just say, Papa, Mama, I want to go home.
Yeah. And you couldn't do anything at all.
The doctor told me that you've been here in the hospital for 3 days. I never see you go down and eat as well. Maybe you want to go home and rest first. Don't worry, we're going to look after him closely. I am very thankful with doctors and the nurses over there being very patient with Ali during those times.
After my son is discharged from the hospital, he was on medications that reduces his immunity. He wasn't able to interact with people for a period of time until the medication was reduced. That would take us about 2 to 3 weeks before we got him back to school. He actually gets allergy really quite easily now. The doctor explained to us that the immunity overdrive probably going to take months, not sure if it's going to take years. Apart from that is really his mobility. He was really struggling from moving from one place to another.
The entire process of recovery process took about 2 months. So during the whole process of what he has to go through, it's been emotional, sad. But we don't lose hope, we continue praying that, hopefully he will recover slowly.
If there's a vaccination for his age group, it will reduce these symptoms, to be honest.
Yeah.
To something more manageable.
Definitely.
Not swinging to this kind of extreme limits.
And I really hope that with this vaccine, I don't think we would have gone through that chance of losing him at that weekend.
I encourage them for the children to have a vaccination to protect the children and to protect others as well.
There's a misconception that kids who get COVID infection has mild or no symptoms, which is also true, but you look at it this way. My son doesn't have any symptoms or maybe mild symptoms and we didn't pick it up, but he's ended in ICU with MIS-C.
So our best advice to anybody is go to the official website sources to gain information, to be well versed. Most important is to keep safe for everybody.
It's better that we go through the government websites or the statements. Maybe they could have the facts that we can rely on, we can trust on, rather than through all this information which we are not sure. So.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kam Kai Tian. MIS-C is a multi-systemic inflammatory disorder that affects children after they recover from COVID-19. They can typically have the symptoms of high fever, diarrhea, vomiting, as well as red eyes, red lips, or even puffy hands and feet, happening around 2 to 8 weeks after the COVID infection. So vaccination can reduce a child having MIS-C if they were vaccinated. The vaccines actually help to reduce the incidence of MIS-C in USA by 91%. Similarly, we believe that children who are eligible for the vaccines now will also have a lower risk of getting infected and hence have a lower risk of getting MIS-C. Vaccines are safe for children. We have seen that the vaccines can cause very temporary and minor side effects such as fever, tiredness after the child receives the vaccine. However, all these side effects are actually temporary and they will resolve over time. There are other side effects that are very rare, so this may include allergic reactions or heart inflammation, also known as myocarditis or pericarditis. However, as mentioned, it is extremely rare. Most of the children tolerate the vaccines very well. COVID-19 vaccines can help to prevent hospitalizations, severe disease, and even death. This is shown in many publications around the world. As COVID-19 vaccines are made eligible for children, I'll encourage parents to bring their children for the vaccine. As the child goes back to school and interacts with their friends, the vaccine can help to reduce their chance of getting COVID-19 infections and also thereby reduce the chance of viral transmission in the household.